E viva meu Deus. Greetings, good people. It's my hope that whatever I disclose to you and whatever we share and whatever you learn from me, information that you receive from me, that it benefits your mind, your body, your soul, and that it comes from the light and resonates as truth for you. I'm putting out a couple of videos on resisting COVID-19, or what has come to fruition as the coronavirus. And my concern is not where the virus came from or how it was created or fabricated or transferred. And there's a lot of theories and there's a lot of unknowns out there as of May 5th today. But my concern is helping us, helping humanity, helping you and I, so that we do not fall victim to any virus or any conspiracy or any act of malice that would hurt us as a whole or take away what I like to call our inner technology. So I'm using metaphysics, I'm using energy work, the knowledge of energy, the knowledge of the ancient sciences and spirit sciences to pass on some very important information to you, information that is true and real and information that I've lived by. The three goals that I have for these videos to resist COVID-19 and the ways that we're going to resist whatever this is that we're dealing with is, number one, we have to align our intentions. And by aligning our intentions, I simply mean that what is our will, which comes from our heart and is directed by our mind, what is in our will becomes that which we experience. None of us want to incur any sort of infection or any virus, and we have to allow that thought and that will that stems from the heart to spread throughout our being, down to every cell in our fingers or every cell in our lungs, so that our body and our actions and our mental state reflect that desire without being, of course, anxious or neurotic about it. So we're going to be doing some exercises that align our intentions with what we want to be exposed with and what we don't want to be exposed with. Remember, the universe speaks in one language, and that language is intention. So our intentions are fairly easy. We just have to put them into action as far as protecting ourselves from the virus. Number two, we have to strengthen the immune system. Yes, everybody's talking about it. But there are ways of doing it that are more effective and more immediate than others. We have internal mechanisms, we have scientific practice and spiritual practice that allows us to strengthen the immune system naturally, so that whatever it is we're exposed to around us is something that can be addressed, all the way from as soon as it hits our nasal passage and our tonsils down into our lungs. All of us have immune systems, working immune systems. Some are compromised and some are not. This virus, or what I believe is this infection that's spreading, is not going to be defeated by us staying inside and wearing masks and washing our hands all day. We have to be able to expose ourselves to the elements, to the microbes that exist in nature. Utilizing nature, being nature, spending time in nature is essential to keep that immune system strong. Also, contact with bacteria, which means contact with other people, keeps that system strong. If we lock ourselves in our houses, our immune systems will drop. And when all of this breaks through, people are going to get sick again. And so what we need to strengthen our immune system through breath work and meditation, which I'll be sharing with you in the next video, and also through exposure, not intentional exposure. And of course, if you are elderly and if you do have a compromised immune system or at risk, then it is wise to wear a mask. But the rest of us should not be closing down our interaction with the world because of this. It will make it worse, and it'll make our immune system a lot worse, okay? Everything from cold showers in the morning to simple activities and behaviors can strengthen the immune system tremendously without having to take any unnecessary drugs. The last category, the way that we're going to resist, is by managing our emotions. By inhibiting stress or the anxiety that comes with having to deal with something like this, such as sickness, is probably the number one factor that would attract it to us. In other words, we, by being afraid or by being anxious, actually create a situation where we're more likely and more prone to attract the virus. This happens on a metaphysical, on an astral level. It happens through frequency. A virus exists on a certain frequency, and we vibrate on different frequencies ourselves. And when our frequencies are low and our frequencies are, let's say, afraid or agitated, they are more likely to match that frequency of the virus, which is also very desperate itself because it's looking for a host. On an energetic level, we have to be able to find joy throughout the day. We have to be able to be responsible about this virus, but not to be so serious about it in that we are afraid and fearful and that we spread fear. We have to spread joy, we have to spread courage and confidence and truth about the whole thing. And our emotions are the first place that we can start with by doing that. When our emotions are positive, our pituitary gland and the rest of our limbic system, are producing neurotransmitters and magical beneficial chemicals, serotonin, that bring to life our cells and our emotions, revitalize our emotions and our bodies so that we're experiencing positivity. And that works down to the cellular level, okay? We become physically what our emotions are. I'll say that again. We become physically, every little part of us develops, and each day, through the shedding of our skin and the birth and the death of cells, we become that which we experience emotionally, all right, along with what we eat and other things. But emotionally is the first level of the auric field that comes into the existence as far as what we experience on a physical level. All right, our spirit, our emotions become our physical reality. So we need to start at the spiritual and the emotional realms to first resist this virus. Check out part 1 and part 2 of resisting COVID-19. And I'll be following up with some more videos and exercises after that. The exercises that will help us with all 3 of these areas. Stay strong, everybody. I'm glad you're tuning in. Please subscribe to support the man and the mission. This is Inner Technology. And remember, at the end of the day, know thyself. Peace, Ashe.